friends, in this video we're going to see how to create a multiple choice question quiz app in Python. I'm going to Thonny, which means Python's IDE, and over here I'm saving it to rename this file. I'm saving it as multiple choice questions in Python. And I'm saving it. There we go, multiple choice questions in Python. So now let's begin with the code. First thing I'm doing is I'm creating a class and I'm naming the class as question. And inside the class I'm creating a function, so I'm writing def, and then I'm naming the function as 2 underscores I in IT, and then again a 2 underscores, and within a bracket I'm writing self comma prompt comma answer. And now inside this function I'm saying self dot prompt is equals to prompt, and I'm saying self dot answer is equals to answer. So now let's delete all the iteration over here, and I'm creating a list called question underscore prompts. And over here only I'm closing the bracket, and inside this list we're going to write all the questions. So I'm saying first question, what is the color of sun? Now I'm putting a slash n, which means new line, and I'm putting a option as yellow or orange. And then I'm putting another slash n, and then I'm putting the B option as red. And then I'm putting another slash n, which means new line, and the last option, which is pink. I'm putting double slash n now, and next thing I'm gonna do is I'm ending this and putting a comma. And then I'm putting the second question, which is what is the shape of sun? Putting a slash n, and then option A I'm putting it as circle, and then I'm putting another slash n, and then option B I'm putting it as rectangle, and I'm putting another slash n, and then option C as square. Putting a double slash n now, and I'm ending it. So now let's come down over here. I'm creating a new list saying questions, and then over here I'm saying question, and then over here I'm saying putting a bracket and saying question underscore prompts, and then I'm writing its index, the question's index, which is 0, and comma A, the right answer. And now don't forget to put a comma, and let's just copy it up. Let's come down and let's change the index. And now I'm coming down over here and I'm creating a function. So I'm coming down and creating a function, so I'm writing def, and then I'm naming this function as run test, and it's all related to questions, so I'm writing questions. And over here in this function what we're going to do is we are setting the score, and also we're going to see if the right answer is right and wrong and print the score out. So I'm coming down over here, and then I'm creating a variable called score, and at the starting it's equal to 0. And over here I'm creating a for loop and saying for question in questions. So for question in questions, I'm creating a new variable called answer, and which is equal to input of question dot prompt. So over here we're prompting the user to write the answer. And next I'm creating a if loop. I'm saying if answer is equals to question dot answer. Remember 2 is equals to dot answer. Then so if it's right answer, we have to set the score to score plus 1. And next I'm deleting in this function, not in the for loop and not in the if condition, I'm printing out a message. So what I'm gonna print here is the score the user got. So I'm saying print, and then in double quotes I'm saying you got, and then I'm closing the double quotes and adding a new thing and saying, and then we have to add the score. So when we are adding a string and a score, this the when we are adding the string and an integer, that time what we'll have to do is convert the integer into string. So for that we'll write str, and then inside a bracket we write what should be converted into a string. So that is code variable. And then we are coming here and adding another thing, and that is a black backslash. I'm putting double quotes and then putting a black slash. And then I'm adding a new thing, which is the length of the question prompts. So that thing I have to convert, as it is the length, it is an integer, so I'm converting it to a string, and then I'm saying question prompt, and then I'm closing this, and then I'm adding another thing called correct. It's a string. I'm saying correct and then ending it. So now let's come down and end and delete all the iteration, and over here let's call the function run test, and within a bracket we write the questions. So now we have coded for it. Let's run it and check. I'm writing the right answer and then saying this. So why now is it saying this? It's saying you got plus string score. So let's see what's wrong with it. Okay, so we have done a mistake over here. We just converted it to a string. So it has printed the complete string. So now we are going to convert it into length. For converting into length, we are going to write len. And there we go. It ends out over here. So now let's run it and check if everything is right. And there we go. Every code is right. So now let's give a wrong answer. And there we go. You got 0 out of 2 correct. The message that was given over here. So now we know how to create a multiple choice question in Python. That's great.